Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'll be making the videos every Thursday now. For this channel, I'm really excited. I love sharing my opinion on things. I'm 17 years old, and I live in the suburbs of Chicago. I've been to 3 of the Emblem 3 shows. I've met them twice. I can't even think about it without crying, but yeah. Basically, this week we're supposed to read a fan fiction, and for those of you who don't know what a fan fiction is, because I didn't know what a fan fiction was, it's basically where a fan writes down like a fantasy or just something they wish would happen to them, I guess, with the guys. And I guess they can become pretty lengthy and some pretty sexual. One I'm gonna be reading is like pretty G-rated though. They don't even kiss at the end, but I don't know if I like that ending, so I might just make one up. These fanfictions can be so sad. Like the one that Nicole read yesterday, I bawled. And then like when I watched her actually read it to me, I didn't think I would cry because it's like someone reading it, and I cried. I guess she's like really good at reading them. But basically I'm reading this one because the girl's name is Ashley in it. My name is Ashley, so I feel obligated to read this one. It's pretty cheesy too. Okay, so it starts out that I'm like I'm Wesley. It's in Wesley's point of view at first, so just bear with me. I'm Wesley. I was gonna wear a snapback for this to make myself more in character, but I'm just gonna stray away from embarrassing myself more. Okay, it's called, by the way, Bright Lights, Big City, and this is like a Wesley Stromberg fanfiction, so if you're a Wesley girl, this is for you. No, I don't want to go to Mom's, Keaton groaned, and I suggested what to do today. Well, Keaton, what else can we do? We have named off everything, Drew said as he leaned his head back against the couch. We were all discussing what we could do today. It was already noon, and we hadn't done anything. We didn't want to be stuck doing nothing. We all sat in silence for about 5 minutes. Drew was laying on the couch with his eyes closed. Keaton was on his phone. It was quiet for about another 5 minutes, when Keaton flung out of the couch. We should go to the fair. Sabrina has some extra tickets. Sabrina! I love her. Keaton yelled as he started typing on his phone. Keaton always loved the fair. He always goes with his friend Sabrina. And then he usually goes to buy some cotton candy. That is really it. The fair wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Sabrina usually gets 6 extra tickets every year. She will check with me and Keaton to make sure we don't need any tickets before she gives them to someone else. That would be fun, Drew said as he ran his hand through his hair and looked at me. Yeah, sure, let's do it, I said as Keaton got up and started talking about what rides he's going to go on. We get ready to be at the fair around 7. As I finally finished getting ready, Drew and Keaton are still doing their hair. I walk to the couch and sprawl out. I let my mind wander, and I know exactly where it is going to go. Ashley. I've been texting her today and last night, getting to know her more. My thoughts are interrupted when Drew says, "You ready, bro?" as he walks down the hall. Been waiting for years, I say as I sit up and slide my phone into my back pocket. We drove to the fair and got there within 10 minutes. Tyler is coming, Keaton says as he looks around and sees all the people. Sweet, Drew and I say at the same time. We start walking down and around past bunches of people, games, and food. Tyler wants me to go meet him. He can't find us, Keaton says as he turns around and begins walking to the parking lot. Me and Drew stand and wait for Tyler and Keaton to come back. Drew starts talking to me about another song he is writing when we hear a voice behind us. Hey Drew, Wes. I turn around and see Ashley standing there with a bright smile on her face. Ash, I say as I hug her. Wes, she says in a mocking tone. She giggles when I look at her with a bored expression. What are you doing here? I ask Ashley as she walks to where Drew is sitting and slides down the wall next to him. I sit next to Drew and watch her as she responds. Oh, well, Danny invited some girls to the fair today and asked if I wanted to come, so I did. I got lost and found you guys, so I decided I would come and say hi, she said with a smile. Drew looked over at her and laughed. What? She asked as she laughed along with him. You guys are so dorky, he said with another laugh as he stood up and walked out of the snack stand. Me and Ashley sit next to each other talking about our favorite games here. Oh, I have an idea, she says as she slowly stands up while leaning against the wall. Weird. And? I ask as I stand up as well. Since you are good at claw games and I'm good at the aiming games, we make a deal. I win you a prize and you win me a prize. But the winner is the person that gets their prize fastest, she says with a smile as she nods her head over to the water games across from us. I don't know. Deal, I yell as I take off running the claw stuffed animal machine. I see her run to the water game and pull out her wallet. She grabs money and hands it to the operator. She looks over at me and laughs. I hurry and copy her actions and put $1 into the machine. I look inside the little box filled with stuffed animals and look for one that would be cool for Ashley. I see a white teddy bear with a pink leotard on and immediately try for that one. I move around the handle so it is directly above the bear and press the button to drop the claw. I stand back and watch as the claw moves down and clamps around the bear. I win, Ashley yells as she comes to my side and hands me a brown bear. I grab the bear from Ashley's hands and I turn back to the machine. Turn around, I say to her as she turns around with a smile. And I lean down and grab the bear from the spot it was dropped by the claw. Okay, I say. I hold the white bear out to her. Aw, it's so soft, she says as she rubs the white fur. As she turns the bear over, we both realize that on the leotard it says something. She reads it and smiles when she looks up at me. Dance lightly with life. This is my favorite, thank you, Wesley, she says it with a smile as we both start walking. Hey, it's perfect. You dance, and it's a dancing quote. I'm a genius, I say with a wink and laughs as the bear to her chest as she looks away for a while. Yeah, okay, Einstein, she says with another laugh. I'm starving, I say as I laugh, and we both make our way to the snack booth Drew had gone to be for a little while. We walk up to the booth and I ask Ashley if she would like anything. Ash, what do you want? I'm fine, I'm actually not even hungry, she says as she looks forward with a smile. I ordered 2 pretzels and some water. We both walked to a small table and sat down across from each other. Okay, so now this is in Ashley's point of view. So now it's in my point of view. I'm no longer Wesley. Hey, I just realized it's perfect. You dance, and it's a dancing quote. I'm a genius, Wesley says with a wink. Yeah, okay, Einstein, I say as we both laugh and start walking to the snack. Didn't I already read this? Yeah, I definitely... Okay, so it has part of the story twice, but in just 2 different points of views. Okay, just skip over this. Back to the story. I'm still Ashley. So, how do you like the fair? He asks as he takes a drink of his water. I've always loved the fair. Me and my brother used to come here every year, I say as the memories of Max start flooding my thoughts. Oh yeah? That's cool. So are you here with him today? Wesley asks as he looks up from his food. No, he passed away, I say as I look past Wesley and watch the Ferris wheel. Oh, I'm sorry, Wesley says as I look back with his sincere expression. No, don't be, I say with a smile. How long ago? He asked. 2 years. He had cancer. That's horrible, I'm sorry. He must have been a fighter, Wesley says with a smile as he puts his stuffed animal on the table. He was. He was always strong no matter what situation. It was comforting knowing that my brother had the strength to get through basically anything, I say. I'm going to name him Max, in memory of your brother. he says as he smiles and looks up at me. Thank you, Wes, I say with a bright smile and lay my hand over his. Don't thank me, Ash, he says as he shakes his head with a smile. Are you gonna eat? I'll save it for later, I say to Wesley, and I wrap my pretzel in my napkin. Alright, Wesley says as he stands up and waits for me to grab my things. So do you like the Ferris wheel? I ask Wesley as he's passing different rides. Do I like the Ferris wheel? I love the Ferris wheel, Wesley yells. Me too, shall we ride? I say as Wesley is already saying, yes, okay, let's do this. And Wesley and I both start running to the line. The lines for the rides were starting to shorten because the sun was setting, and the sky is getting darker. We are going to the ride. We're going to ride this at night, I say as I look over at Wesley, who is still smiling. Why not? He asks as he shrugs. Me and Max would ride this at night. The last time he rode this, he told me to never ride the Ferris wheel during the day. He said you don't experience the same things you do at night. You don't see the lights, you don't see the beach as the moon reflects the water, I say as Wesley watches me intently. Well, looks like we are going to see the beauty of the night, huh? Wesley says as he points up at the moon that is appearing in the sky that is darkening. Looks like we are, I say as I smile and respond to Wes. I actually haven't rode a Ferris wheel since I was 16, Wesley says as he holds in a giggle. Why is that? I ask. Well, when I was 16, me and Keaton rode the Ferris wheel together, and Keaton was nervous. He wasn't a big fan of heights. I wonder if Keaton likes heights. Alright, sorry. Basically, Keaton threw up everywhere. Wesley says as he bursts out laughing. His laugh is so contagious that I can't help anything but burst out laughing as well. You know what? I say as Wesley. We both start calming down. What? He said with a smile. When we get to the top of the Ferris wheel, I say before Wesley interrupts. Make noises like you're gonna throw up? Wesley says he covers his mouth. Exactly, I yell a little loud. Me and Wesley look over at each other and laugh even louder. Everyone in line behind us is staring at us with annoyance as we laugh. Finally, Wesley whispers as we got our turn on the ride. We get in our seat and sit side by side as the rest of the people behind us get settled in our seat. Here we go, Wesley says as the ride starts moving. So this ride is in memory of Max and of Keaton throwing up, I say as Wesley laughs. Of course, he says. He smiles and looks down. The Ferris wheel is getting closer and closer to the top. Soon enough, we are nearly at the top and Wesley looks over me and smiles. We both get ready to pull a Keaton. Wesley holds up 3 fingers and counts down to 1. Once he had all fingers down, he made a horrible sound. I started laughing as Wesley kept letting horrid, hysterical puking sounds leave his mouth. This is not romantic to me at all, so I'm gonna have to change the ending here for a second. Oh, it's everywhere, I yell as me and Wesley are laughing loudly. Once we both calm down after looking at all of the other riders' expressions, Wesley asks, "What are you doing?" "Enjoying life," I say as I laugh again. What are we about to reach the top of the Ferris wheel once more? I look over at Wesley, who is already looking at me. He holds up his hand once more and counts to 0. "Rest in peace, Max," he says at the same time when we look over the edge of the cart and watch the water from the beach shine as the moonlight gleams off of it. We finished riding the Ferris wheel. Once we had gotten off, we realized Tyler, Drew, and Keaton were all watching us. We looked at each other as we made our way to them. They were all staring at us, most likely questioning our sanity. By the looks of their faces, I assumed they'd seen everything we had just done. We finally got to everyone and stood in front of them for about 3 seconds before Tyler finally spoke. "What are you two doing?" he says as he laughs and looks at Wesley and I. "Enjoying life," Wesley and I say at the same time. We all start laughing as we walk back to the parking lot. Tyler walks to his car, Drew and Keaton walks to theirs, but Wesley stays walking with me. "Aren't you going home?" I say with a laugh as we both walk to my car. "Yeah, but I was wondering if maybe we could do this again, just me and you," he says as he opens my car door for me. "I would love to," I say, and I set the stuffed animal and my bag into the passenger seat. "Me too, I will text you," he says with a smile. "Sweet," I say as Wes closes my door and waves. No, it's not ending like that. What really happens is Wesley says, "Oh, Ash, would you like to come with me and take a walk on the beach together?" "Sure, I would love to." So they take a walk on the beach and they're holding hands, and there's a moonlight coming out, and Wesley looks at me and I look at him, and then he leans in and kisses me passionately and never lets me go, and we get married and have 3 kids, and yeah. So that's my alternate ending. That's what should have happened. You know, you don't have to get too, like, sexual with these things, but I mean, come on, they could have, like, kissed. Hope you guys didn't get too bored, because I know that story wasn't too exciting, but hopefully the rest of the videos were better. I'm excited to make new videos every Thursday now, so keep watching.